Taehyung suddenly took an ARMY's camera and immediately pointed it at Jungkook. It wasn't just about recording the concert atmosphere. Taehyung made sure that Jungkook was in the frame. Jungkook then moved closer until the two of them were captured together in the same camera. Taehyung and Jungkook continued smiling while singing amid the roaring cheers of Rogers Stadium. The ARMY around them immediately went wild seeing the two of them so close together. The camera ultimately captured special footage that couldn't be obtained from the stage cameras. Taehyung even seemed to enjoy recording Jungkook from such a close distance. Meanwhile, Jungkook stayed by Taehyung's side, making the atmosphere even more exciting and causing ARMY to scream even louder. One ARMY camera that night successfully captured one of Taehyung and Jungkook's most memorable moments in Toronto. ARMY, welcome back to VFX. Today we've got another exciting update you won't want to miss, so stay tuned until the end. Taehyung and Jungkook make Rogers Stadium go wild, coming down from the stage and singing closely together with ARMY. BTS's second concert night at Rogers Stadium in Toronto suddenly turned into a very intimate moment when Taehyung and Jungkook came down from the stage to approach ARMY. The two walked through the audience area while continuously smiling and greeting the fans who had been waiting since the beginning of the concert. The atmosphere immediately erupted when Taehyung and Jungkook were seen singing together up close. ARMY couldn't stop shouting their names. The moment became one of the most talked about parts of the entire concert. Taehyung seemed to really enjoy being close to ARMY as he stopped at several points to greet the fans. Jungkook then came closer as well, and the two were seen standing side by side while following the music. Their smiles and gazes made the atmosphere even warmer. Some ARMY even looked unable to believe that they could see the two from such a close distance. The cheers grew louder every time Taehyung and Jungkook moved closer to each other. In the middle of the atmosphere, Taehyung and Jungkook were also seen singing together while teasing each other. The two looked very comfortable being by each other's side throughout the moment. Small gestures such as moving closer, smiling, and exchanging glances immediately made ARMY go wild. Their chemistry looked so strong when the concert camera focused on the two of them. Rogers Stadium was filled with the screams of fans enjoying this special moment. What made ARMY scream even louder happened when Taehyung took a camera belonging to an ARMY. With the camera, he tried to record the atmosphere from his own point of view. Jungkook then joined the frame, so the two of them appeared together in one recording. It felt as though Taehyung and Jungkook were deliberately capturing their time together for ARMY. The fans around them immediately cheered even louder. Jungkook then moved closer while Taehyung was still holding the camera. The two looked like they were enjoying the moment while smiling and singing along to the song that was being played. Taehyung even directed the camera toward the two of them several times. Jungkook looked relaxed and continued staying beside Taehyung. The footage from the ARMY's camera then became one of the most anticipated moments for fans. However, the atmosphere became even more different when the song Like Animal began to be performed. Taehyung and Jungkook appeared even closer as they sang parts of the song together. The two displayed chemistry that made the attention of the entire stadium seem to focus on them. Their gazes, smiles, and movements looked perfectly in sync with the mood of the song. ARMY immediately gave an incredible response when the two stood close to each other. Taehyung and Jungkook's duet in Like Animal became one of the most attention-grabbing parts of the night. The two looked like they were really enjoying the performance without appearing awkward around each other. Several times, they looked at each other while continuing to sing the lyrics. Their closeness made the atmosphere of the concert feel even more intense. ARMY's screams could even be heard getting louder every time they appeared in the same frame. Taehyung was also seen smiling several times when Jungkook was very close to him. Jungkook also seemed to enjoy the moment while continuing to follow Taehyung's performance. The two looked like a couple who were already very used to sharing moments together on stage. Their small interactions instead became the main focus of the fans. Many ARMY felt that their chemistry that night seemed very natural. When they returned to greet ARMY, Taehyung and Jungkook still looked like they couldn't stay far apart from each other. The two sang together while walking and occasionally stopped to give attention to the fans. Phone cameras were immediately raised throughout the area around them. Every small movement from the two was captured by ARMY from various angles. The moment made the atmosphere at Rogers Stadium even more lively. For ARMY who were there in person, the opportunity to see Taehyung and Jungkook come down and approach the audience became an unforgettable experience. Especially when the two sang together, moved closer to each other, and even used an ARMY's camera to capture their time together. Their duet in Like Animal then became the peak of the series of interactions. Taehyung and Jungkook's chemistry truly became one of the highlights of the night. The fans' cheers seemed endless from the moment they came down from the stage until they returned to the main area. BTS's second concert night in Toronto ultimately left behind many moments that immediately became a topic of discussion among ARMY. Taehyung and Jungkook managed to create a warm atmosphere through their interactions with the audience. From greeting ARMY, singing together, recording with a fan's camera, to performing extremely close together during Like Animal, everything made the night feel special. The two appeared to enjoy every second of their time together in front of thousands of ARMY. And for the fans, the moment became one of the sweetest memories from BTS's concert at Rogers Stadium. The ARMY camera moment capturing Taehyung and Jungkook's closeness. One of the moments that immediately caught attention happened when Taehyung took a camera belonging to an ARMY in the middle of the concert. Taehyung looked excited to try recording the atmosphere from the fans' point of view. However, Taehyung's attention then shifted to Jungkook, who was not far from him. He then directed the camera toward Jungkook and captured a moment of the two of them together in one recording. Jungkook, who realized that he was being recorded, appeared to move closer toward Taehyung. The two then appeared in the same frame, making the ARMY's camera an unexpected witness to their special moment. Taehyung looked like he was enjoying the opportunity to record Jungkook from up close. Meanwhile, Jungkook continued smiling and followed the increasingly lively atmosphere of the concert. What made the moment even more interesting was the way Taehyung seemed to want to make sure their time together was clearly captured. The camera was directed toward Jungkook several times before finally showing the two of them together. From the camera's point of view, ARMY received footage that felt very different from recordings taken by the stage cameras. That simple moment then turned into a very precious memory for the camera's owner. In the middle of the recording, Taehyung and Jungkook continued singing along to the song that was being performed. They looked relaxed, smiled at each other, and enjoyed the moment together without losing focus on the performance. The atmosphere around them was filled with ARMY's screams as they realized that the camera was capturing the two of them. The short recording eventually became one of the most interesting moments from that night's concert. For the ARMY who handed over the camera, that moment was certainly an unforgettable experience. Not only because their camera briefly ended up in Taehyung's hands, but also because the camera managed to capture Taehyung and Jungkook in the same frame from a very close distance. The footage then felt like a personal keepsake from the concert night at Rogers Stadium. And when the moment is watched again, Taehyung and Jungkook's chemistry while singing together becomes the part that makes ARMY smile the most. Leave your positive comments here. The best comment will be pinned as a way to honor their love. Thank you to everyone who continues to support this channel. May God reward all of your kindness. This video reflects my personal opinion and interpretation. It is made for entertainment purposes only and does not represent confirmed facts.